Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing today? And happy Merdeka for those of you who are citizens of the country of Malaysia. And this is the year of 67. I think it's the year of 67 that we are in Independence Merdeka. So happy Merdeka to everybody. Merdeka, Merdeka, Merdeka. I can see Simon is here, Pepper is here, Mark Lau is here, right? So good morning to you all, right? So no, yeah, right. So today we go back to the basics of feng shui, right? So the feng shui essential series is basically to cover the what we call groundwork that feng shui people need to have, right? The of course the 八字 essential we're gonna be covering the groundwork for 八字 and the 奇门 essential we're gonna cover the groundwork for achievement, right? So that's why we are looking at feng shui today, and we are looking at the one of the, I don't know whether it is called super basic or whatever they want to call it, taking direction. Yeah, in feng shui, if you cannot take direction, no need to do anything. Right? So feng shui, all formula are direction based, right? So it's pretty simple, right? So all the formula that you want to use, any calculation at all, it is calculated using a direction. So you need to be able to obtain direction in the first place. Hello, Gigi, how you doing? How's Mongolia's weather? All right, so let's talk about the direction itself. Bro, a lot of things to consider when we are talking about taking direction, but it is really a very simple topic. Right? Shouldn't be too difficult at all. Because the equipment to take direction is pretty straightforward, right? So let me shrink myself down to the smaller version, and we shall start off with today's topic, right? Oh, it's raining, right? So it's almost every day raining here anyway, right? So you want to get in touch with me? Telegram is up. Telegram is where I will put anything that is downloadable, need to be downloaded. I'll put it in Telegram. Telegram can chit chat with each other. There's chat channel inside that Telegram there, right? So any announcement will be going through Telegram. So you want to get updated. You want to get keep yourself updated with me. Telegram will be a good place for you to sign up in, and then there is the newsletter, right? So newsletter, I publish the forecast, way much more early than normal, right? So forecast will be published in a very early manner, right? So you want to read forecast earlier, go to the newsletter also, where I will be publishing some excursion if I go on anywhere, right? So I will publish some of the information on excursion in that particular channel itself, right? So right now it is publishing a homeowner property selection guide for the paid member inside the newsletter. So if you're part of the paid member, you'll be receiving the daily they'll be publishing, different parts of the property selection guide. And the little boy is coming to show himself in a very sleepy manner. There it is, sleepy little boy. Yeah, just woke up. Just woke up. Why they will come over? So this is a unicorn, if you don't know, and the ears can flap. Yeah, as you press the magical flap button. Okay. Finish. Go. Hi. Right. So no, that's the little 7 killing boy in my house. So morning he will wake up. Got chance he will come and raid my what we call broadcast. So he's still in the mode of wanting to read my broadcast. My daughter won't show up. Okay, come, let's take a look at it, right? So to take direction, very simple. You need a tool to take direction. Unless you tell me you're a bird. Right? Bird got natural ability to detect the what we call the magnetic line of the planet Earth. Right? When we talk about taking direction, it is basically just trying to ascertain. You want to say up and down also can. You want to say north and north and south also can, right? So we invented this thing called a magnetic compass long time ago by magnetizing a needle, right? Magnetizing a needle, and then putting it on a water, right? So floating the needle on the water, and magically the needle would spin and align itself to the north and south. Right, so for those of you who doesn't know, right, your compass don't point north, it doesn't point south, it point north and south at the same time. Okay, right, so no, normally the one that you are familiar with, it will have a red color colored pointy that usually point to the north. And it doesn't really, there will be the other sign of the pointy which is pointing to the south, right? So the Chinese call their compass the south pointing needle, right? 指南针 means pointing south needle, whereas the Western people use the north as the what we call reference point, but in the same place it's the same, right? The needle point north and south at the same time, so don't need to argue so much, right? So as to which are the device that you're going to use, there's few choices, right? So if you're going to be a professional in the line of feng shui, get yourself a lopan, right? A lopan is nothing more than a compass, okay? It's the same as the camping compass that you buy from a camping shop, right? If you go to a camping shop, you buy a proper compass, a proper magnetic compass, okay? None of those rubbish floating in water, water bubble that time, none of those rubbish thingy. Please, you buy a actual proper magnetic compass. It works exactly the same as the lopan. The lopan, the center part of it, which we call the heaven pool, inchi, is just a compass. Yes, it's the same as the English compass. Wherever you buy the compass, it's the same, right? So the difference is the ring. If you have using a lopan, the ring can actually customize. If you go to a lopan shop, right? You go to a professional lopan shop, which is a lot in Taiwan. You can tell them what ring to put, so they will customize the ring for you. Yes, the ring can be changed, right? It can change to your preference. So the rings are all just formulas, nothing more than that. If your brain database is very good, you can remember all the formulas on all the specific direction. You hold a normal camping compass, it's good enough already. So you just know where the north, south, east, west is, and you know that north got what formula, south got what formula. Right? So for those of us who cannot remember, like me, old man like me, brain is not that good, a lopan will be good. So a lopan with the ring of all the formula that you usually apply and use for your trade, right? So if you like to use certain formula, like for example, the arranging the dragon formula, pylon quid. So if you like to use pylon quid, and pylon quid is your go-to formula, right? So then one of the ring is the pylon quid ring, lah. That's all. Right? So different ring is basically different application, different formula. You got ring which is 悬空大瓜 ring. So if you're a 悬空大瓜 master, then your compass should have 悬空大瓜 ring inside. Somebody else's who does not use 悬空大瓜 at all will not have a 悬空大瓜 ring on the compass. So that's the only difference between a normal camping compass and a lopan compass. They both are the same compass. So they uses magnetic field as the point of reference to get the direction. Whereas if you use your handphone, for those of you who doesn't know, your handphone has compass inside. You can download compasses in your handphone. Some people may be surprised. Handphone got compass. Handphone can do compass. Right, so now the difference is the handphone compass uses GPS calculation. The handphone compass don't uses magnetic reference. There's no magnetic needle inside your handphone compass. Your handphones. Right, so what it does is that it takes GPS signal to do calculation and display a direction for you to see. Right, roughly speaking, all the three of them should roughly be displaying the same direction. Same direction means that if your lopan is showing east, your normal camping compass should be showing east as well. It's impossible that your normal camping compass is showing let's say south direction, right? So no way, right? So if you use your handphone also roughly will be showing east. It cannot be displaying what we call northwest to you, right? So three fella holding three different devices cannot have three very separate direction. They all only have the same direction, right? So but the what we call the menial detail inside, because the compass is 360 degrees, right? So all three of them may be showing you different degrees law, right? So if you're landing on what we call a directional split line mean between east and maybe southeast, between east and maybe southwest. So then you might have a bit of an argument over, my one is showing southwest, how come yours is showing east? And so now that one has to do with the accuracy of the magnetic detection. The magnetic detection is not as good. But definitely I'll confirm you the phone one is usually wrong, especially if you're in an urban area. because why the GPS signal get bounced by the building, right? So especially if you're in town where there's a lot of tall building, your GPS signal usually is wrong. So that's why when you open up your GPS signal, right, it will show that you're in a different location, because why the signal is bounced from a different location. So that's why handphone is what we call very handy for you to use, if you really don't carry a lopan or you don't carry a magnetic compass, running around, right? So it doesn't matter, right? So you can use your handphone. So a lot of time also, if I just walk by someplace, I want to know the direction, I will just open up the handphone. Reliable for you to use. So depend on how accurate you want, depend on what is the accuracy of the formula you're trying to do. Like for example, if you are applying 旋风大卦 only got a 1.5 degree tolerance, right? So you need a low you need a low pan to basically do a 旋风大卦. You cannot use a what we call the camping compass, right? It doesn't work, camping compass, right? So if let's say that you are just trying to do 8 mansion have a 45 degrees what we call tolerance, right? So 45-degree tolerance, your handphone will work, right? So very rarely you can get the handphone, to be 45-degree wrong, right? So yeah, right? So up to you which one you want to use, depend on your budget, right? So of course the what we call the now you want to say that the professional lopan is expensive, also cannot say so, because if you are using a current iPhone, your iPhone is 7,000 ringgit. Yep. Yeah. And so if you're using an iPhone compass, you are essentially using a 7,000 ringgit compass to take direction. But anyway, everybody have a phone in your hand. The compass should be available. There should be no reason why you cannot take direction, right? So yeah, so that's why this particular topic is like, yeah, yeah. Right, yeah. It's like, yeah, how come, so but what's the purpose of taking the direction? The purpose of taking the direction is actually to determine the chi map in your property. So we are talking about feng shui right now, right? So you want to determine the chi map in your property, because all the formula is basically directional dependent. Whether you are applying your 8 mansion, whether you are applying a flying star, right? So 悬空 flying star, whether you are applying the arranging the dragon, mystical dragon gate, right? So you are 悬空 dagua, doesn't matter. All of them are directional based. So which means no direction, no way for you to do, right? So the only reason why you want to get a direction is to see which of the energy map that you're going to use, because you cannot see energy, you cannot see chi, so you need to use a certain reference or certain principle to do so. Now same thing, when we talk about, let's say, Wi-Fi, when we talk about Wi-Fi, right, the only reason why there's Wi-Fi signal is because your phone is working. Right? So if the place got no Wi-Fi signal, what's the first thing that you do? You never check the Wi-Fi signal, you hit your phone, you see. You blame your phone for not having Wi-Fi signal, right? But you yourself don't know where the Wi-Fi signal is. And by the way, your Wi-Fi signal, the Wi-Fi bar, right? So the 3 bar, 4 bar, 2 bar doesn't mean anything much, right? 4 bar just mean that you are nearer to the Wi-Fi signal, whereas 2 bar mean that you are further from the Wi-Fi signal. It does not say anything about your speed and your connection stability, right? So that's why sometimes, even full bar also you don't get signal, right? Because there's too many people around. Yeah, you try that before. But anyway, right? So it's just devices for you to get a direction. And also, pertinent question: does it make any difference? Some people like to ask, "Oh, should I take the direction from the door, from the balcony? From my living room, from my bedroom? All of them is going to show you the same direction, ma. Hello, you cannot be bedroom. Is east, and then you go to your balcony there, right? So then it is showing a northwest. Then you go to your what we call your front door. Then it is showing south. If that is the case in the house, right? Time to move out from the house already. You might be in a dimensional split situation inside the house. Yeah, be careful of that. Just joking on here, guys. Right? So paternally, right? So and also put the obvious away. Your father holding the thing and measuring, and your mother holding the thing and measuring. You ask your cat to hold the thing and measure, and you ask your brother, your cousin to hold and measure. all of them is going to show you the same direction, right? So if one of them, took it as an east, unless the fellow cannot read east lah, then there is different case, right? So all of them, they're gonna hold different devices. They're gonna stand in one straight line. All of them is gonna show east. Different degree, yes, right? Different degree of the east, yes. If you're at the, again the split line of the east, is either southeast or or or, or northeast, right? So it's that is gonna be different. But other than that, it's the same, right? So whichever device that you want to use to do a measuring, up to you. Okay, right? So don't get yourself, too, right? So start off with buying. I would say that start off with go and buy a what we call the camping compass. The camping compass is quite affordable. I think one good reliable camping compass sub 50 ringgit you can get one. Right, so Chinese compass, the Lopan compass, probably gonna cost you about 500 bucks for a good one. For a good one, there's a lot of bad one which is 50 bucks also can buy. Yeah, really. Right, so to for you buy a good one, maybe 500 bucks would be a good price. Handphone, depend on what brand you like. Right, so handphone you can buy a 9881, you still come with a compass. Right, so handphone, even the cheapest one also is gonna be more expensive than a Lopan. Right, up to you which one you want to use, doesn't matter. If you already have a handphone, you can start out with a handphone, doesn't matter. Right, so that will give you the direction, right? So that will give you the indicator of the direction itself, right? So again, right, depend on how accurate you want your what we call application to be, then you buy the more accurate version. So you buy the more accurate version. Engineer, architect that even has a digital version that run fully on GPS. Yep, you can go and buy that. That's probably gonna cost you 10 over 1,000. Up to you lah. Okay, doesn't matter at all. Right. So then, after you get this already, is of course is trying to get yourself a stencil, a Lopan stencil. Right. So you need a Lopan stencil. Right. So this is also a very contentious topic. It's like I don't understand why you guys cannot just go and Google a stencil. Yeah, this is me using Chat GPT, right? So so Chinese Lopan in PNG. By the way, PNG is the transparent file format, right? So the file format which is for transparent one is basically PNG. So last time what they do is that they have the compass, they print it on a transparency, then they put it on the physical floor plan, and then they adjust, they turn it lah. So nowadays no lah, nowadays you just take your floor plan and put it into any of the computer software, whichever software that you like, doesn't matter, right? So you can put a transparent version of the compass. So when you're a transparent version of the compass, you just have to align wherever that you are measured to the direction that you have taken. That's all only ma. Yeah, that's the entire thing only. Please don't tell me where to get a transparent compass. Right? So just go and nowadays you can chat GPT and ask chat GPT to find for you. Right? If you are so lazy, chat GPT also cannot ask, then you deserve not to do this. Can right? So don't feel like it's like, oh it's just offensive or whatever. I mean, really, right? You can just go and Google. Right? Just go and Google Lopan, 24 Mountain, Chinese compass, whatever it is. Right? Go and find a version that you can use, right? So anyway, right? So for those of you who still doesn't want to do that, right? So what you can do now? So this one is just to use this thing called the PowerPoint, right? So I'm using PowerPoint, right? So this one is using PowerPoint to draw on your own, right? To draw it using PowerPoint, don't tell me you do not know how to draw straight line, right? Get PowerPoint, go through straight line, and then you go to your format shape there, right? So there is the rotation, right? So you can put in all these numbers to get all your delineation or your separator, right? So it's basically 15 degree each of them. Right, so you can start off with 90 and then add 15 degree, add 15 degree, add 15 degree, and then right? So all these numbers also I give you already, you still cannot do, then can't do much, right? So no, this is basically your 24 mountain already, right? So your 24 mountain here, you can use this already, right? So you can also design it a bit more nicely, if you've got time, right? So if you've got time, go and design it a bit more nicely. So this one is me cleaning it up already, right? So this one is a little bit more clean up now. Like easy or to use my right. So then whatever this is just for you to label all the circle only. Don't know how to label, just go and again just now I tell you to Google it, right? Get one copy out and then label it as it is. Then you can use it already. Why is it so difficult? Right. So doing this doesn't take me like 15 minutes. Right. So getting from that ugly thingy to this particular thingy, took me like 7-8 minutes to do. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple things to do. Don't tell me cannot be done. Right. So if not, spend money, get a junior, anybody who know how to use any of the vector software. By the way, graphical software, the people who is on the graphical side, usually they call it a vector software rather than a graphical software. Right? So you can pay somebody to do for you, okay? Right? So go and pay someone to do for you. Right? So you can hire any of the junior graphic designer, anybody who have access to any of the graphical design software. Graphical design software mean that if you have somebody who know how to use Photoshop, then that one would be very nice. So for Photoshop, got a lot of those ring template inside that you can use. So especially if you want those with actually degree line, so go and ask a Photoshop guy to do for you. Canva also can do. Right? So like me, I'm using PowerPoint. Right? So for those of you who are on Mac, you can also use Keynote. Right. So I don't know whether any one of you will use MS Paint to do or not. I've not tried using MS Paint to do this, but this one can be done, right? So why do you need a 24 mountain is just to throw it on top of the floor plan. See, you just want to do this only, right? The entire reason for you to take a direction is so that you know how to superimpose a 24 mountain onto your floor plan. Right, so you need a transparent version because the transparent version you'll be able to see the floor plan. If you are not having a transparent version, you will have a white box around it. Then that cannot use. You cannot use something with white box, right? So this transparency, you can take it to a printer shop and print it onto a transparency. Some people even sell a plastic stencil for you. You can buy. Right, all those can be done. All those is just money only, right? So if you're asking this thing for free, then again, you deserve not to do this kind of thing. So the resources that you want for free, go and Google on your own. Right? Go and Google on your own. Go and chat GPT on your own. Right? So you can. I think probably if you have enough money, you can even ask chat GPT to draw for you. It's possible. AI can draw. AI can basically draw this. You can just throw a sample in and ask AI to replicate or redraw this for you. I think it's doable, and you can buy access to an AI very cheaply. Maybe $5 a month. You can already buy access to an AI. Ask the AI to draw whatever version you want. Right, draw until you like that one, then you use that one, or else just download one ugly one from the what we call your internet. That's it. Right? It's all pretty doable. There's nothing special about this. You don't need anybody special to give you this permission. Right? So because you need the direction, then only this thing makes sense. So you are just trying to align the floor plan with the direction. That's all you're trying to do only. Then after align the floor plan with the direction already, then only you take out your energy map. Whether again whether it is 玄空大卦 energy map, don't care, whether it is a it mentioned an energy map, right? So just go and use it, right? So whether it's the flying star energy map, then you just put all the relevant number in accordance to the energy map direction into the place. Then you know what energy is distributed in which area of your house. Then after that, you can decide what to do with that particular area. So if that particular area has the energy signature that you want, then you shall use that area more. You shall purposely design the area so that the area is often being used by you. Makes sense, right? So the only reason for take direction is only this. Right? So very, very simple. Right? So of course, people are gonna ask, how to find the center point. Center point very easy to find, and you just draw a square. Right? There you have the center point already. Why is it so difficult? Right. So if you are using software, it's even much more simpler. You just put a square. You got a square. You got a square drawing. Put a square drawing. Put a square drawing. Then you put the 24 mountain in, and then you just press center. right? The 24 mountain can center to the square one. There's button inside your software that allow you to center everything. Center everything, then that's it. Confirm center already. You don't even need to, don't even need to think of anything at all. Right? So then you just have to adjust your 24 mountain to the right direction only. You took direction, right? So if let's say that one is the east, right? So you just adjust to the east. If your compass is a bit more accurate, so you can adjust to east 1, east 2, east 3. Right? So if it's less accurate, just use the center east as the direction. So rough is okay already, right? Because chi don't stay in their sector. They flow. Chi basically flow all over the places. You just want to know where is the area, general area, whereby it is more highly concentrated. Right? So and then you again place yourself into that particular area to do. Right? So it's just a very simple activity. Take the direction. Get a compass. Go and take the direction, which is not challenging. I don't think it's a challenging activity. Take a compass and then find a direction. Wherever your compass is pointing, then get a floor plan. Or where to get the floor plan is your house. Don't ask me where to get the floor plan. Okay, go and find it. So if you're buying any house nowadays, the floor plan is available online. Okay, so because when they sell the place that time, they will include the floor plan into the online platform. Right, so again, the 24 mountain stencil, either download, go chat GPT, got money, ask chat GPT to use those AI drawing software to draw. You can pay a junior graphic designer, or like me, I get my brother to draw it because my brother is a graphic designer. So he's very proficient in using Photoshop. So I just commission the job for him to do, and take this one and just redraw for me. That's it, done. Okay, right? So that would basically give you the thing, right? So more example of things, right? So like this one, how do you square? So this is how you square. By the way, while you're squaring, that time balcony is all excluded. Only places whereby there is a 4 walls and a roof is calculated as internal space. Anything that doesn't have four walls, right? So balcony does not have 4 walls. So balcony is not included in space utilization. So you just exclude the space. So same thing. Then you just center a 24 mountain into the particular area. Right. So I purposely remove all the direction, so that it is not confusing to you. Right? So a lot of people like to be, they like to confuse them. But my house is facing southeast. Then you align it to southeast lah, bloody hell. This sort of question also can ask. Yeah. Okay, right. So but my balcony is west, You know that the 24 mountain can spin one, right? Right? Your software usually have a button that allow you to spin the 24 mountain. Spin it until it's the correct direction. That's all. So that's your job, not my job. Okay. Right? Difficult. Not difficult, only 3 steps only. Take direction. Get a floor plan. Draw a square on your floor plan. Put your 24 mountain stencil at the center. So again, right, there's a button that you can click to center things. Right, go find the button. Right, so nowadays everything software. Right, so if you are doing this manually, then you need to take a ruler. Okay, right. So you need to take a ruler and then draw a cross in between. So that's where the center point is. But if you're using any sort of respectable software, there is a center button. Okay, you just have to center it. Draw the box and then center it on the box. That's it. Right. So what if it's something that is very, very odd shape? So this is very, very odd shape. Very, very odd shape is still the same. You still just draw a square. Right. You just still draw a square. And then you put your 24 mountain in it. Done. Okay, right. So like for this particular house, if you take a look, so you can see that there is at least 2 sectors which is completely missing. Yep, like this particular. Yeah, never mind lah. The finger cannot reach. Maybe can wait let me switch back to the huge screen. Switch it back to the huge screen. Can like this sector is missing. Right, like this entire sector is missing. This entire sector also is missing. Right, so this is how you determine the missing sector, by the way, right? Okay, right. So you put a 24 mountain, then only you determine what is what, ma. Okay, cool, can do, not very difficult. right? So what if you have something that is even more odd shape? It's like this, okay, so where is the square? So this is the square, right? So can you see how we're just taking the four walls, right? So just taking the four walls, just put a square in it. Very, very simple process. This one doesn't really require too much brain power, right? So just use the square function, right? So you can draw shapes, right? Take the square function and just draw the square shape. That's it, right? So you don't have to worry about where to wear. Then after doing this, and just center a 24 mountain onto the place. That's it. That's all I need. Right, so if you want to apply feng shui, this one is really the absolute basic you should be able to do. You should be able to handle a direction. So again, right, I'm not questioning the accuracy, because the accuracy has to do with the tools that you are using, right? So, and also the formula that is in testing, right? So the formula required a higher level, higher degree of uh, accuracy. Then you need higher level of tools, lor, right? So maybe you need a professional or pan. Okay, with professional or pan with the relevant rings for you to do. Like for example, if you like to do door tilting you need a 悬空大瓜 ring, because door tilting is tilt towards 悬空大瓜. Yeah, so you have 1.5 degree sort of accuracy you need. Then a professional or pan will do. Right, so if you're using the camping compass, again, you can't find that degree. Right, it's not that easy to point to the degree, right? So some people even attach a laser pointer to the lopan. You want to be high tech, you can do that. A handphone definitely cannot, right? So definitely cannot do 悬空大瓜 with a handphone, sure die. Right, so what happens if you have something even more odd shape like this? Is still squaring only, right? Whatever it is, whatever floor plan you get, just square out the floor plan. That's it. Don't think too much, and then throw your 24 mountain at the center of the things, right? So then this split up your place, right? So you just want to know sector only. Then after you know sector already, then only you can do the space utilization, right? Difficult or not? Not very difficult, lah, guys. So it is really that simple, right? So with nowadays technology and software, right? So yeah, it's pretty simple, right? So you don't tell me don't know how to draw a square, right? Stencil, you draw on your own. I don't care. Download from the internet. Don't care. Get yourself a junior graphic designer and pay the fella a little bit of money to draw one that look proper to you. Don't care, right? So it's all up to you how you want to do. You're gonna steal somebody else's one from their house. Go ahead and do it. Doesn't matter. Right? Doesn't really care too much as well, right? So do whatever is necessary for you to achieve this level, right? So at least minimum you need to have this particular level of information, which is the direction, floor plan, stencil, right? 24 mountain center. Just three only. The box is not necessary. The box is to facilitate the centering of the 24 mountain only. Then afterward, you get this is to put in the information from the chi map. Then you can decide what direction to do what. Right, which sector is basically this sector is good for improving study, right? So you should put your study table in this particular direction. Good, easy, right? So without this cannot use, right? So 896 subscribers, still need 131, right? So this floor plan look like a bunker. No, it's not. I just download. I think this one is more like a display room. I don't know, but anyway lah, right? So if you're buying a house, please try not to buy this sort of weird looking. Always buy square, right? Because one, space utilization is poor, right? So you have this, right? So you just imagine, right? The rest of the space you bought the rest of the space already, and then you are not using the rest. Yeah, the empty space. They charge you for the empty space one. Yeah, yeah. Plot space. They charge you for it, right? So you don't have, then no good lah. Can do, right? So guys, this is taking direction. Hopefully after this, no one else is gonna ask that particular question. Should I stand in my bedroom, master bedroom, in the middle of the room, or outside in the room, or should I fly out the balcony to take the direction? Wherever you stand to take the direction is gonna be the same, right? Anywhere you stand is pointing to the east. All of them is gonna be pointing to the east. Right? Cannot be inside your room is pointing east, whereas you go to the master bedroom, it suddenly become west. If that is the case, run. Right? Run away from the yeah, right. So logical also cannot be your mother measure is the east, but then when your dad come and measure, it become the southwest. Right? That will not happen. Okay, cool. Right? Anybody measure whichever measuring tool that you use, it should give you the correct general direction. With that, put it on top of your floor plan, stencil the thing, and then you have your north, south, east, west. You done your basic fundamental step that you need. Right? So this one is crucial. You need to be able to do it. Right? So if you cannot be bothered with doing this, too many excuses. Too many excuses, including no, I don't know how to get the 24 mark. Just now I just show you how to draw it on your own. Right? Couldn't be bothered to draw it on your own. Don't know how to steal it from somebody else's hard disk, right? So download from internet also don't know everything. Do not know. Pay someone professional to do it for you. That's it. Okay? Remember? Can the compass be applied inside room? Yes, it can be applied inside room. Okay? Yes, it can be applied inside room. You can apply it inside a closet. You can apply it inside your toilet. Right? So you can always shrink the compass into whatever size that you want. But the question is, why do you want to do that? Right? Why do you want to apply it inside room? Yeah. Certain formula you might want to use the room. A certain formula. There are formula that you can use inside room. There are some formula that is not suitable to inside room. Right? So like for example, if you are using the say 大水谷, the four major water formula. Four major water formula is used for developmental land. It cannot even be used on a building. It's do it for developmental land. So if you have a plot of land that is going to be developed, you use the four major water formation to determine the ingress and also the exit of the entire land. That is interesting. So if you have chance to use that, then you it's not used for your house. So do not use the four major water principle for your house. It's completely useless. All right, so that's why you need to know the what we call um, application is useful. Not like for example, the arranging the dragon formula. Arranging the dragon formula is to arrange your house door. Right, so that's provided that your house door can be arranged. If your house door cannot be arranged, right, there's no point arranging any dragon. Yeah, your house door need to be able, right? So if your house has already set its direction, then there's no a bit difficult for you to set the door direction. So you need to know the formula can use, but anyway, all of them same principle. You need to have the direction to begin with. Right, so just go and take the direction, right? So yeah, right. So and put it onto the house map, and you're good. Pretty simple, right? So that's it for today. Simple class for you also. Anyone who is trying to take a direction and yeah, a bit on the not very clear side, you can send them this video. Right? It saves you tons of time trying to explain to them. Okay, that's it guys. See you all. Bye.